Now, talking about sports, did you know that NFL legend Tom Brady just got paid $55 million to go play flag football in the UAE and just like a one game or whatever? My point is, besides football, there are other sports which I think I'm not too old to get interested in. Which, if you watch this show, you know we're about to go to the sports segment where the Ballon d'Or has been announced. And unfortunately for me, Cole Palmer of Chelsea didn't get it. And I'm sure Monday Thomas is there laughing at me. But yeah, a lot is happening in sports. The basketball season is starting. Football season,
it's already underway.
We will be having a lot of conversations about my club, Chelsea, because I know your friend and fellow host Sam is an Arsenal hater. But you do have an interesting lineup for us today.
Definitely, we're going to talk about the Ballon d'Or, and you talked about flag football, so that means we're going to talk football and soccer.
Is it too late for me to learn? Getting someone to be paid $55 million for a guest appearance for flag football.
I mean, sometimes I wonder what I was doing when I was 16, why I didn't make sports something like a lifestyle, you know? Like, it's never too late to learn.
This is what AI should be doing for us, giving us anti-aging solutions so that we can go back and get involved in stuff like this.
Maybe that's going to happen. I don't think in this life. Maybe in the next.
Over to you. Looking forward to hear what's going on.
Thank you very much. By the way, it's great to have you back, Andy.
Always a pleasure.
It was a bit very tedious for me having to handle this side and the other side. Are you at?
I'm not sorry. Enjoy this one segment. Over to you.
All right, it's now time where we get to talk sports the way sports should be talked right here on the Weekend Show. I am Monday Thomas, pleased to take you around the world of sports this morning. And you know how we start still on the Weekend Show. We like to take a look at the scintillating actions we saw over the week, and we are definitely going to start on Sunday. I don't know about you, but I feel that every Sunday we get to have a super classic Sunday, and definitely we saw a great encounter at the Emirates Stadium where Manchester City got a vital 1 point against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. So that means for the first time in about 10 to 16 matches that Arsenal have gone 5 games unbeaten against Manchester City. On Monday, we saw the 69th annual Ballon d'Or ceremony in Paris on the same day that we had the Le Classic, where Marseille beat Paris Saint-Germain for the first time in over 14 years as far as the Ligue 1 is concerned. We saw in Paris a Frenchman who won the World Cup in 2018, winning the UEFA Champions League for the first time for Paris Saint-Germain. Ousmane Dembele definitely wasn't a controversial decision, but many people are definitely talking about Pedri's position, who was ranked 11th in the Ballon d'Or, and as well as Lamine Yamal and the likes of Rafinha. On Tuesday, we saw the priciest man in the history of English football, Alexander Isak, getting off the mark, scoring his first goal as Liverpool were 2-1 winners against Southampton in the third round of the Carabao Cup. And talking about the Carabao Cup, on Wednesday, we saw the draws for the 4th round as Arsenal will be taking on Brighton and as well as Chelsea in the mix as well. They got a great victory in their 3rd round encounter. On Thursday, it was announced to the world, and definitely a teary announcement as an illustrious career finally comes to an end. Sergio Busquets bows out after a scintillating career, winning the UEFA Champions League, the World Cup, and also conquering North America. On Friday, the 100 goals man, Harry Kane, got on the act once again for Bayern Munich, and we are seeing the fastest man in the history of world football to score 100 goals for a club in the European top 5 leagues. The fastest, he did that with 104 games, beating Ronaldo and Erling Braut Haaland's record that stood in 105 games. How about today? We are just one sleep away from the Abuja Flag Football League, the Season 8. And we have some heavyweights who are here to slice and dice all the letters in Abuja Flag Football. Stay tuned as we have a feel of the moment of the week. All right, from the updates, I'm getting the game of the week or the moment of the week is not ready. We do definitely always have the game of the week, but this week, I felt like we should, of course, have something different, and which was definitely the moment of the week, which was what we saw at the 69th annual Ballon d'Or ceremony in Paris, where the likes of Aitana Bonmanti and Ousmane Dembele were crowned the best players in world football as far as the men category and the women's category are concerned. All right, now let's get to welcome our guests who are here to talk football. Well, we need to put things in perspective. Is it football? Is it soccer? Well, let's start with soccer and welcoming Idris Shaibu, the commissioner of Abuja Flag Football and also the co-founder, Ahmed Babani. Good to have you guys.
Hi, Monday. It's a pleasure.
Good to have you. So, Idris, I'm going to start with you.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you.
All right, building up to the next season. I know you're pumped, but let's talk some Ballon d'Or right now.
Absolutely.
Which club do you support in soccer?
Okay, so I'm a Manchester United fan.
All right, so no
but
stake at all
back,
at the Ballon
back in
d'Or.
the day, I supported PSG when Zlatan was there. So
Okay,
we
you?
can-
Me, I support Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich, so
Yes.
you're a big fan of Harry Kane, I guess.
Definitely.
All right, now let's talk about the Ballon d'Or right now. We saw Pedri not getting into the top 10. Many people were talking about it, but Ousmane Dembele, was it a decision of you guys? You guys agree with that decision?
Hey,
right?
listen, man, let me tell you, there's nobody more deserving of that Ballon d'Or than Ousmane Dembele.
Okay.
He did it all, right?
So that was good. And Lamine Yamal
Finishing second. I mean, Lamine Yamal is pretty young, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he has a lot of years in his future.
All right.
I think him winning the young man trophy was amazing for him back to back.
Yeah.
Right, but definitely we'll see where he's gonna go with his career. But for Ousmane Dembele, I think the time is right. Right, PSG did it all last season. They had the treble, and then of course for Ousmane, on his own, he was the highest scorer. Right, so I mean, he deserves it.
Most goals in the league on, leading them to a great treble. I mean, treble is something PSG are synonymous with, but this time they had to do it by winning the Europa Champions League. And Ousmane Dembele did it. This is the first time he's nominated for the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
I remember Andy asked if it's ever too late. You see that? This is the first time he's ever nominated with the Ballon
Yeah,
d'Or.
all the
He's always
challenges.
injury-stricken. I mean, we know that he was a star, but the injury struggles, I mean, put him in a place where his brilliance didn't come out to full potential. All right,
Had a
now
tough
that we've
career.
all come to a consensus that the Ballon d'Or was okay, but many people would argue that the female Ballon d'Or was not. How conversant are you with female football?
I mean, I watched a little bit of it, and I saw what happened. It was a bit controversial, but I forgot their names, but I'm sure. But I think the second lady was actually supposed to get it because obviously there's a conversation of how big the Champions League is for a player.
Yeah.
You know, and the other lady won the Champions League, the other one lost it. So, you know, so
It'll-
maybe there's a little controversy there, you know.
All right, it will be an indictment for me to forget the name of Aitana Bomanti winning the Ballon d'Or for the third consecutive time. The controversy was that Mario Canadante, who won the UEFA Champions League for Arsenal last season, was also right there. Mariona, to get our name correctly, was the controversy because Aitana Bomanti was injured for a huge amount of time last season. But for our brilliance winning the Women's World Cup and also winning the La Liga, also won the Copa del Reina. I'm pretty sure you know that the Copa del Rey is for men and the Copa del Reina is for women. So a controversy would not take us anywhere because the awards are already given. But what would take us somewhere is Abuja Flag Football. Let's get to talk some.
Now you're where we know.
Yeah, exactly. This is our
So like I said, we're going to talk soccer. So we needed to put things in perspective. So now let's talk about something that is your forte. I'm going to start with you, Idris. This is going to be the 8th seasons. We are just one sleep away. First of all, let's talk about the excitement. How are you guys feeling right now?
Listen, man, every time season time comes, the excitement is out of charts, out of this world, right? I'm super excited about it. We have a lot of new things that we're planning to show off, a lot of new talent that we're trying to show off. So I think we're about to see something special.
All right, let's talk to the co-founder right now, Babani. I mean, you were very much around when this idea was birthed.
Right.
What would you say has helped you guys evolve since its inception?
Inception. I believe it's all about passion. You know, it's something that we started because we love the sport and we wanted to see people learn it and enjoy it the way we always did. And you know, I'm just very happy with where we are right now.
All right, 8 seasons. I'm pretty sure you guys have gone through hurdles. I'm going to come to you right now, Idris. What are the challenges and how well have you guys overcome it?
Let me tell you, right, the challenges are everywhere, right? Everybody knows that flag football is a game that most people don't know about, right?
It's very new.
So when we started it, of course, sensitization in our communities was very difficult. It was very difficult to get people involved in the sport. However, the sport ended up becoming more or less like cocaine. Sorry to say, it's so addictive, right?
Okay.
So what I mean is the moment you play it just once, when you see yourself catch a ball on top of somebody, that adrenaline rush, the confidence that you gain from that moment alone keeps you in the game, you know? So, I mean, I think we've come a long way. you
Yeah,
know,
the
in terms of
challenges
this.
have you guys faced?
Yeah, so in terms of challenges, of course, we know that the sport is not known, number one, but then number two, space, right? Playing space, you know, the space that can properly accommodate our game was very difficult to put together, because now I'm taking you back to our history, right? All the way from season 1 to season 8 now. We've changed fields almost every single season. However, now this is more or less one of the first times in our history that we've had a back-to-back season on the same space. It's going to be in El Amin International School. That's now our home, and the space is beautiful. And in my opinion, it has the best landscape in Abuja. So, you know, definitely come out and watch, and you'll see what I'm
Hopefully
talking
before
about.
the end of the show, our technical team get to put up that particular field. Definitely viewers would love to see that as well. Now, you talked about sensitization. And now, can you help me? Because I need help right now. Can you tell me the difference between flag football and rugby?
Okay, so flag football is more or less of a subsidiary of American football.
Okay.
Tackle
The
football.
NFL?
Yeah, the NFL. So
Okay.
with the helmets and shoulder pads. So it's exactly played the way football is played, but then without the shoulder pads.
Oh,
So
okay.
instead of tackling somebody physically and getting them injured, you just take out a flag from the waist. You know, so that forms the tackle.
Okay.
So that's the difference between that and rugby. This is football, proper football, and then rugby is rugby.
Okay, because if like a lay person watching rugby and watching the NFL, sometimes I know the NFL is more intense. I see the intensity. Rugby's also intense.
Rugby is very intense.
It is.
So what difference do you think is there from rugby and NFL? Not flag football this time, rugby and NFL.
The pads.
The pads. Okay, just the pads.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
to be more.
and I mean, I'm sure there's a bit difference in the rules too, but
Okay.
but I think rugby is very, very intense, because I mean, you run into someone at full speed and you hit them without no protection. So it's you need
So
to
what are
have
the
a lot of
guidelines to ensure that, flag football is without the pads, NFL is without the pads? What are the things put in place? Do people adhere to the rules?
yeah.
Absolutely. So, of course, you have
Are
to
there red
consider the
cards?
penalties,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Yeah,
Flags.
you have to consider the penalties, right? So, of course, if you go ahead and hit somebody, that is already a foul, right? It's more or less of a non-contact sport,
Yeah.
and that's why we play co-ed. So both male and female play together on the same field, so the penalties exist if you hit somebody, but then at the end of the day, it's all about just taking out the flag from the waist and you're good to go.
All right, now let's talk about the impact of the Abuja Flag Football League. I mean, you talked about that it's not very known, but definitely if there is impact, people will start knowing it.
Indeed.
So what are the impacts are you guys creating or you're looking to create?
Okay, so in terms of impact, right, I think at this point we have gotten to a point where we can say we've made significant impact in our society, right? We've had people have opportunities to go to NFL Academy just by playing in our league. And then at the same time too, we've had individuals make the national team from our league. So just to sensitize you again, we have a flag football national team now.
Okay.
And the national team went ahead to Cairo in June and won the African Championship.
Made history.
Made history, right? So the first ever African Championship for flag football, Nigerian national team, both the male and female, won it. And now we've qualified to the 2028 Olympics, which flag is going to be showcased for the first time ever.
Team Nigeria.
From what Idris is telling me, it feels like the future is bright.
Definitely.
Now-
Inshallah.
Trust me, I'm not crazy to ask this, Mr. Babani, but are we ever going to have the Super Bowl in Lagos or Abuja?
It's coming soon. It's coming soon.
Maybe Super Bowl 5,000?
Nah. It shouldn't be that long.
So to be honest, it's actually very soon, because so now they have overseas games. They take their games to Brazil, they take their games to London.
Okay.
Even in football, they do. Even in soccer, they do that.
And I have a feeling that at one point we're going to see a European Super Bowl. So when the European Super Bowl shows up, the next thing in line is, of course, the country that I would say 80% or 90% of the internationals in the NFL are from, right? The internationals in NFL mostly are Nigerians.
Right.
All right, now
So-
let's talk about the future of how well are you guys looking to expand? Is there any vision of expanding? Currently,
lot
you
of
guys
visions.
have how many teams are featuring for the season?
We have 5.
5 teams. So let's talk about the future.
Yeah, I mean, for us, the future, looking at maybe next season, we're looking to expand to maybe 8 to 10 teams, God willing. And, eventually we want to get our own space, or continue in line with the partnership we're doing at the moment, But we just want to see a Nigeria where flag football is played everywhere. We want it to be a culture, just like you talk about soccer. You go to a remote village in any state, you see kids playing football. So we want flag football to be that in Nigeria.
Would that be your legacy? Because
That is
that's
my
the final
legacy.
question
I mean, not just Nigeria, though. I want it to be everywhere. But yeah, that's the legacy that we want to leave.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. But before
Thank
you
you
guys
very
go,
much.
let's quickly have a feel of the fixtures that we are going to see by 2 p.m. on Sunday. Phoenix will be taking on Blazers. The likes of Mavericks, 3:30 Nigerian time, will take on Vikings. What games should we look out for? The interesting
man,
fixtures for.
So for that day, the prime game is going to be the Mavericks versus the Vikings.
All right.
So last season, Mavericks were runner-ups in the finals, and then 2 seasons ago, Vikings were runner-ups in the finals, of which Mavericks won. So there's kind of a rivalry there that we're going to see this season, and I have a feeling that it's going to be a crazy game.
All right. So who are the contenders, Babani? Who are you looking out for?
I mean,
you are the co-founder, so
Right.
it will be good for you to side a team, right?
No, I'm not siding, but from what I've seen over the previous seasons, I believe Phoenix is a very good contender this season, because it's been a long time coming, and they've worked on their team. They have a lot of talent, and they're actually very hungry for it. So I think it'll be an exciting season for them.
All right, talking about hunger, there are some people watching us like me. I'm already hungry. I want
Right.
to play flag football. So
Yes,
how
sir.
can someone join you guys?
Yeah, so we do 2 tryouts every year,
Okay.
where we bring
From
in,
what age to what age?
So all the way from like 13.
Okay.
To
Is there
40.
age limit? I'm
No
not
age limit.
There's no age limit.
No
There's
age
no
limit.
age limit. If you can play, come in and play.
Life starts at 40.
I'm not
Exactly.
40.
Yeah.
All right, so from 13, recruitment starts.
Yeah, for the league.
The academies? Are there academies
Yes,
for
we-
Yeah,
youngsters?
so we've started programs around government schools here in FCT, and these schools have so far produced some high quality players that some have even played in the league to the point that one of them even scored a touchdown in the finals. So we have a lot of high school programs going on. We plan to kick off a high school league here in
Okay.
Abuja eventually, all the way to university league, and then we'll have our
The vision is definitely clear as far as Nigeria is concerned for the introduction of American football here in the country, which is coming in the name of Abuja Flag Football. So here on the screens, if we can just have a feel of the action, definitely, like I said, one day until the kickoff, one slip away before we get to see some interesting encounters. All right now, so Idris Shaibu, Commissioner Abuja Flag Football, and as well as Ahmed Babani, co-founder Abuja Flag Football. Thank you so much for taking time out of
Thank
your
you
busy
very much.
schedule. Stay pumped for tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
appreciate it.
Invite
appreciate it.
people. Where is it happening
Absolutely.
once
Please,
again?
everybody, come around. AFFL is going to start tomorrow, 2 p.m. It's going to be at El Amin International School.
International School.
We're going to have a lot of food. We're going to have a lot of drinks. At the
Alright.
same time, it's a beautiful environment to bring over your families. But then overall, you can also, come get some merch, right? We
Okay.
have some
Yeah, you
merch
see
over
them
here.
all the way, everywhere.
So
Flag
I
football.
mean, come around. You're going to have fun.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be big by tomorrow Nigerian time. And certainly we know that it all started like this for the NBA Africa League, that we are having the NBA Africa League every season. That is the NBA collaborating with African basketball. Before you knew it, the NFL can just choose to collaborate with Abuja Flag Football, and before you know it, everything goes haywire, and we get to have people playing in the NFL from the Nigerian Academy. Let's have a feel of the facilities that is going to host Abuja Flag Football for this season.
years-ish, I anticipate a national league.
I feel like it's a great opportunity for Nigeria because I personally believe Nigeria has the best athletes all over the world.
I look forward to every season of the Abuja Flag Football, and this one has only just begun and it's looking awesome already.
I see us trying to take a position up in the sport, and I mean it's looking good so far, so I hope the growth keeps up until then and we have a formidable team to play the Olympics with.
For us to put our gears on reverse, but just to remind you that later by 10 a.m. Nigerian time in Lagos, we are going to see the 5 Stars Premier League Lagos season final, where Snow Lions will take on Sunday Morning FC. And this is how we're going to wrap things up by the moment of the week. See you later for something greater.